Hey everyone, it is late at night and I am Norman. There are actually some really cool watches on watches.com. So if you're on the lookout for a fairly affordable yet really great looking piece, this is the video for you. Because while the site does have mainstream pieces like Timex or G-Shock or Citizen or Nixon, there are also some very unique watches and brands that you can find on the site. In fact, I bought my 01 The One watches from watches.com. Tonight I'll be looking at 6 fairly uncommon brands and the amazing pieces that they put out. And at the very end of the list, I'm going to show you my favorite watch on watches.com. So be sure to stick around for that. Let us begin. Be sure to check out the description below because every brand and piece that I talk about tonight is linked there so that you can check them out yourselves. The first brand that I want to talk about is California Watch Co. California Watch Co. offers a wide variety of watches, from oversized chronographs at about 46 millimeters to nice dressy pieces and amazing looking digital watches. The first watch on my list is a brilliant looking sci-fi piece for $79. The Venice Beach digital yellow teal watch is amazing looking. This piece would be so great to have on my sci-fi watch shelf. I love the colors and the use of transparency. The dimensions are great and the watch just looks brilliant. As for the specifications on this watch, it features a 37 millimeter case. They have a water resistance of 50 meters. They have a calendar, stopwatch, and 12 or 24-hour display. The lug width is 20 meters, the crystal is acrylic, and the battery life is about 2 years. The next piece is a Genta style ladies watch for $190. The Hollywood 32 all silver is a great looking Royal Oak style ladies watch. It is a brushed stainless steel watch with a silver dial, Dauphine hands, and no date. The bracelet tapers from 20 millimeters to 14 millimeters. It is integrated and looks great. The crystal is mineral, sadly. The movement in these is a Seiko VX50 quartz movement, and they are so cool looking. The next brand on my list is Electricianz with the Z on the end. These watches are so unique and fun looking and large at 45 millimeters. But if you like big, bold, unique, eye-catching watches, these might be just for you. A few of my favorites are the Blue Z Rubber for $475. This watch just looks amazing. The case, dial, and strap are all blue. It features an offset subdial as the primary watch face. In the left side of the case, beneath the crystal, are some cool looking wires and electronic components. The dial is tech looking, with the quartz electric coil visible in the left side of the subdial. The next Electricianz watch that I want to look at is the Black Carbon Z Rubber for $325. This piece is a bit more fun than the all blue. It is laid out just like that one, but it features a black PVD case, and the wires in the left side of the watch are white, blue, yellow, and green. And the hands in the subdial are colored to match. The indices are printed and sandwich style, and a bit more minimal and less tech looking than the all blue variant. And the last one is the Cable Z Yellow Blue for $325. This piece is probably their most fun. It is laid out like the previous ones and features colorful wires and hands. However, the case is yellow and the subdial and indices are on a white background. The strap on this one is blue. It is bright and colorful, kind of like a Swatch watch. The specifications on all 3 of these watches: they have a 45 millimeter case, 22 millimeter lug width, they have mineral crystals, a water resistance of 30 meters, and the main dial is 38 millimeters. The next brand that I want to discuss is Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones watches are super fun, and they're offered in a very classy size of 37mm. Their watches range from death-themed to hanging out in a pool. I've previously discussed their Last Laugh watch in my video on watches not to wear to a funeral. The link to that video is in the description below. The first Mr. Jones watch I want to look at is a Perfectly Useless Afternoon for $279. This piece features a dial designed to look like a pool viewed from above. The minutes marker is a floating rubber ducky, and the hours marker is a person floating in a round floaty reading a book. The lugs are long and unique looking, and it is shipped on a mesh bracelet. The specifications for this watch: it has a 37mm case, 18mm lugs, it has a lug-to-lug of 46mm, and it has 50 meters of water resistance. The next Mr. Jones watch on my list is the Number Cruncher Automatic for $279. This watch is so fun. The dial is a cartoon Godzilla-type monster that appears to be eating the little hour window. In the monster's belly is the minutes indicator. This is within a window that appears to be a peek into the stomach contents of the creature. And this watch also ships on a mesh bracelet. As for the specifications of this watch, the movement inside of it is an ST1721 20 joule automatic mechanical Seagull movement. The case size is 37mm, the water resistance is 50 meters, and the lug-to-lug is 46mm. The next brand on my list is TMRW Watches, and each of these pieces is only $59. These are minimalistic Bauhaus-style watches. Their cases are made of polycarbonate with matte finishes. They have a small circular date window at the 6 o'clock, and they ship on a single-pass NATO strap. They appear to be great-looking Bauhaus watches with a touch of marathon polycarbonate aesthetics to them. Sadly, there is no information on the proportions of the watch case. I've searched around and haven't found anything outside of watches.com. However, the URLs suggest that these might be 45mm watches. So these may be large watches, I'm not sure. They're available in a whole bunch of colors, and they just look fun. Next up is Slow watches for $795. Named for their single-handed design, Slow watches are octagonal-shaped watches in a very classic size of 34mm. They feature a single tapered minimalist hand. Around the edge of the dial are minimalistic markers in a great Bauhaus font, with half-hour and minute markers in between. They have ronda movements in them and mineral crystals. There are 3 available colorways, but besides this aesthetic, they are identical. And my favorite brand on watches.com is Zodiac for $795. This is my favorite brand due to one model in particular, and that is the ZO9700 Olympos. This is a 37.7mm sized watch with a cool chevron-shaped case. Apparently, it is a modernized version of a 1961 piece. It has a framed date window at the 3 o'clock, minimalistic hands, and batten markers for the hours. These are Swiss-made automatic watches. As for the specifications of this watch, it has a case size of 37.7mm, a lug-to-lug of 45mm, a case height of 11mm, a lug width of 20mm. The movement inside this watch is an STP-3-13 Swiss technology movement with 44 hours of power reserve. So there you have it, some amazing brands and amazing pieces on watches.com. So have fun perusing the site and find watches that you personally like there, and thanks for watching.